Good evening, Ujwala Beragi here. So today's video I have decided to take a topic which a lot of people face a problem about. That's about trading psychology. And as a beginner, the mistakes which a lot of traders generally do, which once upon a time even I have done these kind of mistakes. It takes time to control that psychology. So the first and foremost problem here is a trader who learns and want to be a trader for full time probably is a person who is not understanding few factors about the psychology, because trading is not a mathematical model. It is a model based on a game of probability. So what is game of probability? Game of probability is just you throw the dice and then you pray for a six. It is like that. So it you will find every time there will not be the minute you throw the dice, you will not get a six every time. So it's a occurrence depending on the occurrence. Those who have studied the uh, maybe mathematics, they will understand this. Probability is one of the chapter. What mistakes generally traders do? So I have written down few mistakes which you will find, they are very much correlating with the your behavior if you are a beginner. So this every time in my sessions, I keep repeating this for people who come and join my batches for technical analysis. So what they try to do is, once they complete the course, I every after every class I try to give them some back testing of data on whatever they have learned. So the mistake which they do is they jump in the trade without practicing. The first and foremost mistake is without understanding different factors together compositely, they directly trade. So I call it as, driving on entering on the expressway with a new Mercedes Benz. Why I say Mercedes Benz? Because your hard earned money is worth Mercedes Benz. So when you put that hard earned money on in the stocks and you just without learning, you just buy or sell, or you just feel, two three candle up move and then it will again go up and you just jump into the trade, although there is no complete setup you have observed. So this is the first mistake which I have seen enough time to learn. Second one is too many stock churning in the beginning. So beginning has to be limited number of stocks and sectors. So if you look at the equity research analyst positions, even if they are working in the industry, they are working in the investment banking domain, even these guys are focused on similar one or two sectors. So whenever somebody claims is equity research analyst, probably that person must be working in maybe banking and finance or oil and gas or maybe metals. So the person understand that sector very well, because there are some minute details, there are behavior of the stocks which every person must understand. uh, uh, so as a trader, try and understand what is the factors impacting, but you cannot be expert in all those sectors. Factors you will understand, but then detail you may not understand. So first and foremost is too many stock churning. So today you trade ICICI, tomorrow you trade Hindalco, day after that you trade in Reliance. All these are three different sectors. One is banking, another one is metal, third one is oil and gas. So you need to understand why are we jumping from the trade. So is it monkey trading you like to do, is or focus trading you want to do? So stock churning is a biggest mistake majority of the beginners do. What they do is they uh, go online, they find out somebody's talking about some stocks and they jump in the charts. So when you trade, there is a way of analyzing a chart and then shortlisting the chart and deciding that tomorrow, day after tomorrow, we will wait for the setup to happen and then we will take a trade. So what intraday trader generally jump is, they suppose their television is on, the television channel guy is talking something about some chart and they then jump onto that particular chart of say any stocks, whether they have seen that chart, they don't know the business model, and they don't understand why the chart is moving like this. There is no analysis on the chart. So too many stock churning is one of the biggest mistake which a lot of people do. Then third one is a psychological issue which I have seen. A lot of females basically this face a problem, or maybe even male also. So females basically their husbands, they have paid the fees for some courses, and they keep talking about, are you really going to earn money or not? So this is something happens on that negative talk helps, and going wrong always. So that will be a trouble for people who talk bad about the stock market. It's a gambling, don't jump into it, and that negativity you carry in your mind, and that negativity gives you more of losses and confusion in your trade, and the losses, you try to attract more losses. So uh, too many people talking negative about the stocks is one of the reason which I have seen. So the confidence goes down. If you're doing it, it's okay, you should not reveal it, but then uh, uh, don't tell openly people that, if that they are not understanding the market game, forget about it. Don't try to push them for the understanding about the market, because not everybody will like to drive good car. Somebody will like to drive two-wheeler also, that is perfectly fine. So, and the fourth mistake which I have seen is people get overconfident only after a few trades. So only after, what I'm saying is only after is first, mm, uh, in a day, generally, when the fifth point, which is correlating to this, is in a day 3 to 4 orders to trade, which leads to confusion. So something they are in the thinking that market should go up, so they have purchased, they are long on that particular chart, and in some other chart they are going short on the chart. So it leads to a lot of confusion, and their neurons get disturbed, and that leads to more confusion, and they dump both the trades. Some people will trade multiple trades, in a day, 10, 20 orders, buy 20 orders, sell. So that way they will keep on creating a lot of orders, and their broker will get rich rather than they getting the rich. The biggest mistake is multiple trades in a day. Overconfident after few trades. Why I'm saying overconfident after few trades, because I have seen people jumping into the trades without practicing. One or two trade works because it's maybe probably a gamble, and then later on, overconfidence, they will jump into another trade, fourth, fifth, sixth, and the occurrence will go on and go on and go on. So this is overconfidence is one more point which I have seen on chart trading. Basically, watch TV to decide the trade is another one. So always watching the trade in the television. I'm not saying that watching television is bad, but if you're watching the television, watch it for the news and updates, because that's how you will get updated very fast. Uh, the the analysts on the televisions are 10, 15 analysts, and they are telling 10, 15 stocks in a day. How will you trade in a particular stocks, and how will you analyze those? So it's very difficult, because you are not analyze how the HDFC Bank behaves, how you are not understood how much the percentage of movement in Bajaj Finance or maybe Maruti or Tata Motor. You just plan your trade according to that particular tip. So this is something which again is a biggest problem which I feel a lot of people should avoid. uh, the, the second last point is again absolutely. I mean, a lot of people talk to me about Bank Nifty trades. I'm not saying don't trade Nifty Bank Nifty. You should trade Nifty Bank Nifty. That not a problem, but give some time in understanding. If you give some time in understanding, focus on Bank Nifty, you will make good amount of money. Focus on Nifty, you will make good amount of money. But Nifty Bank Nifty, as a buyer, you may not get more number of trades. So if you are following few YouTubers, look at the volumes they are generating, the kind of number of lots they are buying, and they're risking that money. So they're okay losing that money. That is why they're jumping up the trades. Don't just copy people blindly. Find out if they're doing it on a bigger scale. Is that capacity in me that to handle that kind of trade, bigger trade and bigger losses? So this is one. Without understanding option, just somebody says buy this, buy that, don't help. I am saying, if even if you are taking tips, okay, fine, but then understand how the market conditions are you correlate the factors, and then that will be additional value. Somebody is giving you tips. Blind buying selling won't help. There are people who are always in a hurry for controlling the without controlling the losses. They want to just fast run their money. Today 1,000, tomorrow 5,000, day after tomorrow 10,000. No, it won't happen. This is a magic. It won't happen. Market is not magic. Market is a serious business. So these mistakes, what I have seen in people is multiple trades, running behind multiple stocks, rather than controlling the losses, focusing on more number of trades, not understanding the chart behavior, one day prior they are not analyzing the chart, one day prior they are not understanding the market condition. They're just thinking market is in green, just go and buy. Like Friday yesterday market was in green, a lot of people felt, I have lost the opportunity to that jump, but market has gone down. People who are stuck up in the top level, now the market has gone down almost. Bank Nifty came down by 700 points. So if you understand market never goes in one direction, you will understand the things. So for that you need to spend time with market. I'm not saying completely without not focusing on your job or your other activities. If you are working in a day, at least some whenever you are having free time, the lunch, just have a look where the market is heading, so even if you spend some time in learning and understanding the market, focused approach towards your stocks, then it will develop that kind of mindset of a trader. Okay, some people like Bank Nifty because they don't want to track the stock. Some people like Nifty because they don't want to track the stock. So it's perfectly fine. But to trade Nifty and Bank Nifty, the capital will be big and the losses will be big. So as a beginner, focus on the stocks. Start small, and then you jump into the Nifty and Bank Nifty. So what is to be done as a beginner basically? So these are the things which I always tell, always, 10 times, 100 times I repeat the same thing to all my students for back testing the limited number of strategies. So I call myself as a dosawala because I have expertise in few strategies. If you ask me, there are thousands of indicators. So there, I don't track all thousands of indicators. Limited number of strategies I track, back test it well. If they are working, I understand their accuracy level, and then I jump into those kind of trades regularly. So I follow price action trade setup. Very fantastic way rather than going into indicators and all. But as a beginner, you need indicators also to learn and understand. So indicators to understand, and then your price action setups you need to learn. I teach limited strategy. I don't teach a lot of strategies. Then every day as a beginner, don't jump into the trade. Yesterday was a market for option buying, you go and buy put when the market is gap up, every time nahi karna, but at least you will understand ki the market functions this way. I can have a good opportunity. So on which day you should buy, which day you should avoid, what profit you should take, that actually requires practice, understanding of the market and global factors as an intraday trader. So economic factors are very very important. If you say I don't focus on economic factors, so you will not understand whether the RBI is coming in, the federal meeting is coming in. You just trade as per your will and wish. No, you have to be there, you have to understand these factors. Nowadays information is available at fingertips. So go download few applications, learn, understand, and these there it will be very easy for you to correlate. एक बार सीख जाइए, अच्छे से सीखोगे एक बार, बात खत्म। मतलब बार बार वही चीजें करनी है ना, फिर आपको अलग अलग कहाँ करना है। तो ये why people are so crazy about market, because you need to just learn few things, and few things repeatedly you will do. In a job everybody asks, do be a multitasker. Oh, here is the field, don't be multitasker. Focus on one thing. When you work in a job in a corporate, and they will say do this, do that, calling bhi karna hai, ye bhi karna hai, wo bhi karna hai. So it is very difficult. So here 2 3 strategies focused way, you're done. Okay. Second, don't follow too many trainers and channels during the trading. This is another factor which I have seen in people. Many trainers and channels they follow X, they follow Y, they follow Z, they follow number. I'm not saying they're bad, I'm saying you are getting disturbed because everyone has got their own niche area. They have found their own niche and they are promoting their own niche. So if you follow one person, understand what he is trying to tell you, what she is trying to tell you, and then follow that repetitively. That will help you, right? One mentor, and one trust that mentor, because that mentor has developed some particular way, particular systems. And that is the reason that person understood this works. That is the reason that person is training you on that. So your journey of learning reduces. You understand what works and what doesn't work. And if something doesn't work, even if the trainer has taught you that strategy, you can anytime ask the trainer why at certain time it is not working. So whenever I train the strategies in my class, if it fails, So even I get to learn from my students that there are some cases where it is not working, right? So nothing is 100%. So out of 100%, even if you achieve 70%, it's huge. 70% is huge. 50-60 is what we expect, but remaining 50-60, you need to control your losses, minimize your losses. If you are making a profit of 10 rupees, don't expect and wait for 20 rupees loss. So even if you are achieving 50%, 60%, still your losses will be more because your losses are much higher than the profits. So risk reward ratio is another problem which a lot of people get emotionally attached, psychologically attached. That is a greed factor, that I want to give my money to market. Yeah, you have to, sometimes you have to spend that money because it's a business. So it's okay if you go wrong, cut the loss there itself and move on. All right. So if you don't do this, the losses will increase and your account will get shrink. All right. So these kind of mistakes, even I have done in the beginning. Later on, I realized, what mistakes I was doing. Maintain a trading journal. That is very, very important. Whatever, whenever you shortlist a stock, as a beginner, you don't shortlist a stock, you follow 2-3 stocks. But when you shortlist a stock, find out what reason. Is it bullish strategy you're planning or bearish strategy you're planning? Or some situation, sometime it may happen in an intraday that you find both the way trades. So your trading depends on the time frame you select, the kind of analysis you have done, and global factors. All right. So you cannot just go ahead in the market ki kar mujhe buy hi karna hai. No, it won't work that way. So you should be very, very flexible. Friday market jumped up. A lot of people felt, oh no, I have missed the opportunity. Yesterday market, that jumped huge. Come on, you have got another opportunity. Stand on the other side. That market is going to come down. Friday impact. So short seller made money. What is your objective is to make money. Whether it is coming from ICICI Bank or Bank Nifty or HDFC Bank or Reliance or maybe Cummins India or maybe any other company or Bharat Forge. What you need to do is analyze, understand, and then take the trade. All right. So I hope this video I have made for my members and a lot of people who are willing to learn, understand, and the mistakes which probably they are finding while doing the trades. So join any mentors coaching. My batches are there in Pune. I am taking the offline batch from the 18th of June. Very limited number of students. And if you want to learn, join that batch. I start from the basics to the advanced level. I after the coaching, you will get the hand holding as well because you'll have to update me about your progress. Okay, that is your responsibility. Then there is online batch also, which is in the evening, 8 p.m. to 10:30 p.m. approximately. So my page, Facebook page is given below. Please connect on that page. Find out the dates feasible for you. Join the batch. Register fast because offline seats are very, very limited. Try your luck in market. You never know. This can be your next journey for money, making money from the markets. Thank you so much. This is Ujwala Bairagi signing off for the day. Yeah, and like, share, and subscribe my channel.